In the 12th cycle of the Concord's Vale offensive, a silence fell over the comm chambers of Fleet Segment Keth Prim. The silence was not ritual, it was confusion. They had expected plasma, or vacuum-compliant drones, or, at worst, a crude burst of kinetic flak. What arrived instead were rocks. Shaped, yes. Accelerated, yes. But rocks. Their scanners, tuned to plasma discharge and singularity heat bloom, found only meteoroids trailing warp ripples. They laughed. Elegant creatures of ancestry, cloaked in armor, spun from neutron-laced suns. They did not laugh long. The first moon shattered in 6.2 seconds, the second in 5th July. Impact timing, surgically coordinated. Debris spiraled in burning curtains across orbital lanes, shearing hulls, puncturing containment fields. Concorde warships, too proud to maneuver beneath an asteroid field, burned without return fire. Humans did not transmit threats. They had not since the repulsion 50 cycles prior when they first clawed back their mineral belt and began the long silence. Then they were primitives with stolen hulls. Now they were something else. They had cheated, not by breaking rules but by skipping steps, plagiarizing the galaxy's tech tree without passing its tests. They vaulted centuries in a generation, but what they built wasn't graceful. It wasn't even good. It just worked. While others advanced through consensus, theory, and stable design, humans tore open alien wrecks like carrion feeders. They repurposed weapons they did not invent, grafted drives they did not comprehend, progress without understanding, tools without doctrine. The Concorde had labeled them non-viable, a species too erratic to integrate, too fractured to unify. And yet, amid internal war, they had unified enough. Not through faith, not through vision, through survival. Their shipyards were built inside hollowed moons, their forges fueled by salted ice and pressurized methane. They repurposed every ruin, every wreck. Reverse engineering became ritual. Welding flesh to alloy was not mastery. It was guesswork. They'd skipped understanding and landed in function. The Tungsten Dawn, less vessel, more siege engine, was the culmination. Warp engines fused with spinal cannons, meteor-loading arms rotating like ancient trebuchets. It had no elegance, no adaptability, no second strike, just mass and trajectory. No crew bridge, only embedded command cores, their minds fused to steel. Its language was gravity, its doctrine, collapse. The Tungsten Dawn did not maneuver. It adjusted mass. A Concorde tactician, posthumously quoted in preserved thought thread, called it an insult to aesthetics. His remains were found embedded in a station bulkhead, fused with 17 others in a single fused shard of armor glass. The veil burned for 13 days, not in flames, but in fragments. Every resource node cracked, every staging moon reduced. Not a single inhabited planet touched, not from mercy, from optimization. Humans had learned that devastation need not be total, just specific, precise. Their geology models, once used for mining, now served annihilation. They aimed for cascading effects, shatter one moon, collapse a field, ignite a supply chain failure. The Concorde withdrew. Not in retreat, such things were beneath them, but in tactical recomposition. Their oracles debated whether war with the humans constituted self-pollution. Their fleets remained pure. Their wreckage did not. The humans did not pursue. They scattered. Here the historian, myself, pauses. For this moment, the consensus of galactic thought began to shift, not toward fear, though fear followed, toward recalibration. That a species could rise from fragmentation and Stone Age savagery to orbital supremacy through sheer misapplication of borrowed tools, this unsettled many. It was not evolution. It was a jump cut, the kind that skips explanation. Post-strike, humans argued again. Unity, it seems, was a wartime artifact. Some advocated colonization of the cleared moons. Others demanded withdrawal, fearing retaliation. One fleet opened fire on another. Shipyards burned. Treaties were drafted, shredded, redrafted. No consensus emerged. Still, production increased. And this is where our tale bruises history. Not for the attack itself. Many species have shattered moons. Not for the precision. Machine logic can refine any strike. But for what followed. Other species noticed. One speaks, "They won with rocks." Another replies, "No, they won with intent." Galactic warfare shifted. Aesthetic dogma lost relevance. Meteor shielding became standard. Station design adjusted for fragmentation angles. Tactical elegance, once sacred, was reconsidered. Humanity had taught the stars a new truth. Form follows function, and function is ruthless. A Concord archivist, translated loosely, wrote, "We laughed at their methods, but in their methods, they did not laugh. The humans, now feared, did not understand why." A final entry, overheard on a fractured relay before the tungsten dawn, disappeared from sensors. "We weren't trying to win. We were trying to make sure no one came back." The relay cut out mid-transmission. Whether by intent or accident, it remained their last recorded words in the system. Now, the veil is quiet, its moons reaccumulating as ringfields. The Concorde no longer speaks of purity. Other races scan asteroids more carefully. The humans, they build, not fast, but deliberately. No monument marks their strike, only debris paths, only doctrine. And the galaxy, once elegant, now braces for the next stone.